Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. From popular demand today, we are going to be making an ocean in the underground world of our Dyson sphere. Yeah. All right. Let's, see what we can do here. Maybe we'll start with the cube. I'm thinking my plan is to make everything 1/10 scale and then blow it up towards the end so that we have a bit more room to maneuver because it's just easier to work on things that are smaller. So maybe even 1/100th. Nah, yeah, 1/100th scale. We'll blow it up 100 times. So if we want to be, make like 4 kilometers. So make like 40. So S20. That's gonna be our room. Okay. And rotation scale tab. Bevel it like that. Sure. Add an edge loop here and scale it out. And then bevel it again. That's going to be our basic room. Because why not? Seems okay to me. Let's tab A, shift N, and recalculate and make it inside. Okay. Now let's take top faces. Those, separate them, move to a new collection for ceiling, turn it off. Here is our basics. And I'm not sure how high up I want this thing to actually sink. I think I may want to bring this up a little bit. Oh. I'm gonna put like that. Let's just turn ceiling. I'll make sure I didn't screw it up. Nope, we didn't. Cool. Something like that. Cool. And our water is going to kind of come around here, I think, actually. Even a bit more. Maybe I'm even going to just flatten that all the way down. Let's flatten SC0 that down. And I think then I did adjust this. Yep. Come on. There we go. We don't have to be exact. Fine. Yeah, so we'll use this as our base. Now let's come back in, and W subdivide. Cool. And one more. Okay. Cool. Shift Q. Let's try axis extrude again. Base cuts of 1. Iterations 50. Min length Z of 5. Okay, we do get some stuff this time. Cool. Let's base cut a few more. And 100. Let's see. She'd be giving me more than this. I guess a lot on that one. That one's kind of cool. Not really doing much else for us, though, is it? Let's select some fewer faces. Maybe just these. Try that. Cell, axis extrude. Global seed. Let's undo. Higher rotation scale. Let's try again. I do not understand how this thing works sometimes. Like the other ones look right. What's going on? I don't know. Well, we can even let it go all the way up to the ceiling. That's fine. It's kind of cool. Let's try one more time. Axis extrude. And let's take a look. And length 2 and 2. Base cut 1 and 2. And global seed something. And it didn't even do it this time. Yeah, I don't understand it. I still don't get why it works, but this one's pretty cool. So we got one out of it we liked. And we can use it again if we want to. But these are going to be like huge towers sticking up. Cool. Let's just use that. 7, Alt Z, B. Cool. Alt D, or Shift D. Turn off proportional. RZ 90. And Shift D down. And all right. Something like that. Gotta sneeze for a second. Excuse me. Bless you. Anyway, alrighty. So we're inside. We're looking around. We got our ceiling on. Those two cut. The rest are good. That feels all right. I'm okay with that. Now, let's add some stuff. Kill the ceiling. And Shift A, mesh, plane. And come over here and add modifier physics. Is that where they put it now? Ocean, yes. And let's make it bigger to right there. Hey, Zoe, good to see you, man. That feels good. Go to there, and we're going to give this a resolution of 25. And up or down, where do we want our water to go? I think we're going to go like right about here. Cool. And take our depth down to like 50. Let's see if that flattens it down any. Do anything really? Doesn't look like it. Waves. Choppiness, 0.5. Scale, 0.5. Yeah, okay. Choppiness of 1. And that flattens it up. Whee! Explosive. We don't want much of a scale. We want it pretty small because it's going to be blown up 100 times. So, and that is the ocean modifier, which doesn't get used very much anymore by a lot of people. I like it. I used to use it quite a bit. Okay. And you know what? I'm good with that, so I'm just going to apply it. And we take a look, and we have, you know, a fair amount of geometry, but not crazy, crazy, crazy. And it's fine. Cool. Now, I think just so my brain, it's just feeling too small for my brain to get a handle on it. So let's select everything S10. So now it's 1/10 the size it's going to be when we're done, but it just feels bigger to me. I'm just more used to working at this rotation. End of 10 kilometers. So now we are, oh, I got to do the ceiling too. There we go. Control A, rotation scale. Okay. So this now is what? 570 meters across, 575. Okay. Yeah. So it'd be a tiny ocean even when we're done. It's gonna be like, almost 6 kilometers, but it'll still be pretty big by what we're used to looking at. Let's take this. Got lots of little things there, didn't we? Let's do a 2R. Add some edge loops that way. Some edge loops that way. That way. And that way. And that way. We get the idea, right? Lots of edge loops on those suckers because we're gonna wonk it out. Is that all of them? That's all the big ones, right? Okay. Tab A. Shift Q. Plate insets? Sure. We do not need to subdivot anymore. That's for sure. Depth of 10. How's that going to look? This may take it a minute. 10 feels about right. I don't think we need to even really adjust that too much. That feels pretty damn good. These suckers. All right. We're going to R10. And that answers that question. Okay. We'll do these one at a time. Shift G, coplanar. We don't, well, that's gonna get the big one in it too. All right, let's do it. Shift Q, plate insets. Let's try it, but with a reverse amount of 0. Yeah, that'll work. That's actually pretty cool. No, I dig that. Cool. So same here. Oh, sure. That'd be weird, but the beak's different. 3. Shift G, coplanar. That one didn't get those other ones. I kind of liked it having those. Oh, it did. Let's grab this one too, and this one too. Coplanar. Q, plate insets. We'll do them one at a time, sure. Ooh, yeah. How to make wonky ass cyber cities fast, right? There we go. Cool. Liking that. Let's come to here. Oh, we already got that one. Interesting. Oh, I guess because they were already coplanar. But that's fine. Cool. Mesh. Quad slice. Yeah, whatever. We'll just leave it alone. It's fine. 3. I don't care so much. Shift G. Coplanar. Tab. Shift Q. Plate insets. Plating seed. 79. Wonky. Cool. All those are looking nice. Let's do this last one over here now. Keep it off-centered slightly. That'll be interesting. Random towers. I like them though. I think they're fun. If we're thinking about it from like back here, this should be neat looking. Okay. I'm gonna save because I haven't done that yet. 240912.1 live, kill the cap locks. Live stream ocean. Or lake more likely, but whatever. Okay. That's feeling pretty good so far. Pretty good. Now tab, Control R. There. Yeah. Select that. And I guess we can do those too. Cool. And we don't really need to worry about the bottom because it's underwater. Shift Q, plate insets. I'm going to go back to 50% reverse. Subdivisions of 5. Is that enough? I don't think that's enough yet. Subdivisions of 8 and a max depth of 50. So it definitely sticks out into our space here. That feels way better to me. I like it. I like that a lot. Cool. And I did that upper loop so that our ceiling will still fit, except I've changed the size of it, haven't I, or something. Or it's gotten moved. That should be there. Let's get moved. 0. There you go. Somehow that got moved. That's fine. Okay, so our ceiling, there actually is a little bit of a clip there still. What to do? I'm just gonna make this a bit bigger. Tab, E, G, Z, and down and there. So it just loops over. And if it looks like there's a space, that's fine. I don't think we're gonna mess with it anyway. In fact, we can do is Q. Solidify. And in. And that will, yeah, give us a loop that I think is fine. We're not gonna come right to the edge to see that it's like super thin on the other side, so that should be fine. Cool. Now, yeah. Actually, I'll do that later. Keep changing my mind, but you know, hey, I'm allowed to do that. Let's select how we want light to come into here. I don't know where I want my light to be. Control R, 4, 5. Control R, 5. Okay. Then 3. Maybe not 5, or I want 6. Just the balance in me comes in. I want to like even number. 6. There we go. And so we can go. Yeah. Cool. Let's inset each of those slightly. Okay. Sure. And X faces. So we have some spaces we can have light coming in if we want to. Hey, Ken. Oh, I just started. You're fine. Yeah, only 20 minutes in. It's all good. And I don't know, we'll care, but this just looks neat enough. Why don't we just bring that up like that? And I think, yeah, good. We do have a hole now. So there's a weird ass hole. Actually, I'm gonna add it there too. And E, E, E. Okay. So we got our tower going up through that hole, which is just neat looking and I think fun. Okay. Cool. Liking it so far. And scale that thing appropriately. Let's select all. Do we care which way we want to do this? You know what? I think first, let's solidify it out. There we go. That gives us what we need there. Cool. And apply it. And then I don't care if it does those outer faces, but I don't care if it doesn't either. So fine. Shift Q, plate insets, subdivisions, 8. Yeah, that's neat looking. So there's a chamber outside of this chamber. That's how big this space is. That feels cool. We got a few reversions, but it's not too bad. I can live with it, I think, just for this space. Although we can undo it. Let's try it again. Play insets, reverse 0, since we don't really care. And 8. There we go. So now they're all going to just go the right direction, and that's fine too. Although maybe let's turn max to 4. That'll make smaller ones. Do we like that better? That could be cooler. Yeah, I think that is neat. Okay. There we go. Now, let's do some more work before we blow it up. We are going to need to blow it up soon. Select these bad boys. Tab. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Sure. Shift Q. Tubes. Max of 50. Just going to slow it down, but amount of 200. It's going to be way big. Come on. Thinking. 200 might have been a bit much. Still going. It's only like 4,000 times as much computation as last one, right? Yep, roughly. Is that all? Well, we'll give it a minute before I say I've gone too far. No, Seth, you fool, you've gone too far. It's the way it be. Ah, there we go. I'm gonna cut the amount down to 25. And the curve depth, I know this will take it a few minutes now, but I just got to fix it. I want these pipes is the problem. Sometimes you just got to sit and wait for it for a minute. Okay, F9 curve depth. Let's just try this. That's kind of the right size, I think. That looks good for that. We're gonna go with longest. I'm gonna go long this time. And we are gonna have to just jump back and do more. And unfortunately, I think 200 is a good number, so we're just gonna have to wait a second, but it'll happen. It's just gonna take it a minute. And it'll be so worth it when it's there, right? We just keep telling ourselves that. Thinking. It'll get there. Sometimes I like to do that just so I can see the gray when it goes away and know it's done. There we go. Yep. Awesome pipes. Yep, those are cool. I like them. I wouldn't mind doing the same on this thing too. Well, Maybe I won't though right now. We'll leave it like it is. You'll jump to here instead. Solo it, tab. It's not actually that big poly-wise. So we select, oh, except for that center thing. Shift-G, coplanar, Control-I. There we go. Everything but that. Shift-Q, tubes. This one shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, okay. We get those wonky ass things jumping out. Let's set its max length to 10. See if that's better. Now we've still got these funky ones, which I don't like, but might be better just to delete them individually this time. L. Cool. Control L, X vertices. There we go. Well, actually, I don't necessarily hate that one going all the way out the center. Let's see what that looks like. Or do I? Does it go all the way across? Not quite, does it? No, it just sort of ends there. But I don't hate it. So let's come grab it. And take it so it's all the way across. There we go. Sure. That looks pretty cool. I like it. Giant sized pipes everywhere. They feel appropriate though. Save. This sucker here. Tab. And L. Let's make sure we're grabbing the whole thing. No, let's ungrab. Great. Everything's clear. L. Good. It's just the inside face. We won't get it all, but we don't need to get it all. As I said before, the advantage to this sort of thing is sometimes it's actually better not to get it all. Cool, that'd be good. Let's do this one here too. There we go. Shift Q, tubes, seed, some random number. I expect this one to do okay. Yeah, nothing really weird. Go to none, and I'll kind of go around more, right? Let's see. Yep. Nice. Cool, we got pipes everywhere. Save. Now, we might be getting about the time where we need to go to full size because it's just better to do that when you're texturing things. I'm liking it though. I think it's looking good. Yeah, this is just a little flat, but that's fine. No one's going to care. If I see it and it looks weird, I can always just increase an edge, like here. E, great. Let's not do E. There we go. And this one, Shift G, coplanar, E. There we go. Q, sharpen. Everything's kind of solid. Nice. Save. AS10. So now we are at, our roof is 6 kilometers high, 7 kilometers wide. So we're in a reasonably large space now. This Q, take these pipes, let's Q, convert to mesh, maybe? Or let's leave them alone for right now. Let's take a look at them here. Geometry. I'm going to increase their resolution because we've gotten so much bigger. Okay. And object, convert, mesh, and tab. It's still pretty good. Looks fine. Sharpen. There we go. Do the same with these. Resolution of 3. These. Resolution of 3. Yeah. Already got those. Cool. Let's just do a object, convert everything to mesh. Just make sure we're in a flat state now. So we are large right now. Stuff is big, and we want it to be big, so that's fine. Water. Let's go to Polygon IQ, aquatic, spawn material. We're going to go with ocean. The really swimming pool would work too. Might be more interesting to swimming pool. It'd be like paler. Let's try swimming pool and see what it does. Convert to editable. Swimming pool glows for some reason, I think by default, which I've never understood. Let's go look at the shading on it. Surface shader. And then we want to change our view here to maybe even 20 kilometers. There we go. Now we got water. And it has ripples, but it's pretty simple. Yeah. Do we want to displace it? We can. Sure. Layout again. There's our water. And I'm going to get rid of this floor because it's just a pain to see. Okay. So save and shading. We'll append our random flow materials again. We'll use those again this time. Here, we're going to go with our flow hard object, or hard UV. I think hard UV we're going to go with. Tab A, U, Smart UV project. And let's see what the scale looks like on it. Yeah, I'm going to change the view here to 20 kilometers as well. Those are big panels. That's cool. They should be big panels. This one here, tab A, U, Smart UV project as well. And that one to this one, link, materials. Yeah, I like it less good on those angled ones, but it's still kind of just cacophonously weird. And it's going to be pretty dark, I think, so that's okay. We might change it though. Ceiling. Let's just nuke the ceiling. Swimming pool. Woohoo! I feel like I want to keep these dark this time. Alien Ruin Blackish. That seems like an interesting one. All right, what does that look like? Don't think I've ever used it before. Sure. It's Alien Ruin Blackish now. Why not? Now, I want these to have a lot of lights on them, kind of like they're buildings. So what's our best option for that? Let's see, what do we got in the way of Blender guppies? Rflow, cloth, glass cylinder, metal, panel, panel, panel. That's it, huh? Does metal have the lights it used to? Now, let's try these ones. Let's go look at it and see if we can punch up the lights on it. Emissions coming from here. Light is that. Not seeing any at all. Control A, rotation scale. Tab A, U, cube projection. See if this helps us. It's like the one light we're getting. Hello, it's doing something. Hey, Infinity. That's not really giving us the lights we want. We want a lot more lights. None of those are really doing anything. What's our best way to get bunches of lights on this thing? Let's go look what this thing is doing. Whoo boy. All right, I'm not feeling that motivated today. I mean, I wish, but no. I'm good. I'm not that good. You know what I mean? There we go. I do kind of like this as a material on it, though. layout. Let's see what else we got. All these lights and windows here. If we just dump that on there, it's going to be like, actually, kind of don't hate that. Well, no, it's not right. We'll go here. We're just going to do cells again. Duplicate a new window. Cool. Up. Close area. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Shift Q. Cells. 1% with cuts 2. Does that give us enough? Let's see if it does. Warm. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. I think that might work for what we want. Cool. So let's take this one, link materials, UQ projection, A tab, Shift Q, cells, 1%, 2 cuts. Okay. And add material. Yeah, those feel like building lights pretty well. This one here, link materials. Cool. Alrighty. That's pretty neat, actually. Let's take this center pipe here, edit it. And yeah, 3. Okay. P section. It's just this one pipe section there, right? Cool. 2, Control R, 200. Sure. A, Shift Q, plate insets, depth of 5, 10, 20, 20 seems neat. Maybe a bit more. We can make it with that. Let's go 30. Yeah, 30 seems cool. Cells. 1. Yeah, cuts 3 on this one. Dot. Yeah. Okay, cool. Add material. Tab 3, X delete that. Delete those 2. We got some lights going across there too. Whether we're going to keep them all white or not, I don't know, but right now that's what they are. Okay. And where are we at? 49, doing well. Ceiling on. It's dark. It's so dark. Okay. I think it's time to bust in some more lights. And I think the first thing we're going to do is come here. And yes, there is our upper bits tab. Coplanar plus assign yellow light. That might be intense. That's pretty bright. Cool. I like that. I think we're gonna do some more yellows on this top thing as well. Shift G, normal. Shift hide. Okay, so that gets us all those little tiny plates. Alt Z, B, shift hide, cool. So it's just those now. L, hide that. Great. Just all those tiny plates. L, hide that. Okay. Alrighty. How do we want to handle this? 3. Select random. There's no way to do it just by those, is there? That's the problem. Let's see. I could just do it this way. A, okay. Shift Q, cells, pool size. Let's go with 5 again. And cut 1. And ceiling, cells. Cool. And it's yellow emissive already? What's this? Okay. All right. No, that's acceptable. Some decent sized lights there. And now I want to go to the other parts though on this object. Alt hide, shift control I. So that's everything else. All right, sure. Q cells 0.5 cuts 3. It's going to make them tiny in some places. There. Let's see. Is that too many lights? No, it feels okay. It's a lot of lighting. Good deal. We still got some on the outside that we don't need, but it's not going to hurt us, so I'm not going to worry about it. It will slow down our render just a tiny bit, but you know, whatever. It's not that big a deal. Oh, this one still doesn't have a material that does it. Yeah, it needs alien. Blackish. Cool. Save. Now we need to do some sunlight. Lights. Light. Sun. gonna, well, we'll put it inside so we can maybe move it around inside and see what it is. Oh, well, yeah, that'll be a problem. Sun 10, cool. And where is it? There it is. We want fairly long, something like that maybe. That feels like that could be good. Mm-hmm. Now, we're going to be looking at the world's ugliest volumetric node, but I think we need it. Oh, it just makes me cry just thinking about it. Before we do it, though, let's set a photographer, set our camera to there, and camera Alexa 65 with a depth clip end of 7 kilometers. Whew. Sure. Lens, anamorphic, 35. We'll go wide. Resolution, widescreen. And the scale is just huge here, so it takes forever to move around, which is why I modeled it smaller. And then here we go. We still want to see the water. Save. And focus doesn't really matter at this scale, but we're going to focus back to here. 2 kilometers away, essentially infinite. Lots of space. Okay. And easy fog. Do we want to fade as we go up? We might actually. Ground fog. Sure. And item. Where's our fog? Oh, I didn't select it yet. Fog it up. Great. Item. Scale. We want this to be 7 kilometers. Ugh. Yep, that's what we want. We'll bring it up to like there. Rotation scale, 0. And it's going to be just thud. Yep. No, it's actually, maybe we want, okay, we need to be bigger than that then for our photography. Clip end, 10 kilometers. Okay. Those are punching through, aren't they? Density of 0.02. There we go. Now we're getting down there. Okay. That's starting to be where we need to be. Cool. Photographer, exposure, 8. This is real size too, which is just nuts. You know, why we did this is because I'm crazy. Move over just a bit. Does that feel stronger to us? I think it does. This is a huge space. See, our camera is currently where? Yeah, still low. But for perspective, I just want to see. Mhm. There's our human on this one tiny little thing up here, which we'll probably do something like this just because it's helpful to have a scale. But it won't be that guy. Let's get rid of that guy. That's not a bad for, sort of like large establishing shot though. I kind of like it. Could, let's kill our ceiling. See, where's our camera? There. What happens if we bring it back to here even more? Might be better. Let's see. Pretty hard to tell. I think we might need to brighten things up a little more too. Photographer. Exposure down to 7. 7 feels better. I don't like this right here. It's where this light is hitting it. I think a couple ways to fix this. Right now, I think my sun is very bright. Yes, if we set it down to 2, that might be better. And then increase our exposure. That's too bright. Something like that. And our sun, I want to be Kelvin 10,000. It doesn't super matter because our fog is so thick, it's just kind of cutting through it, but that's all right. That's an interesting shot. Let's keep it. I'm gonna try and make another one too. This is more like, well, landscape photography, kind of obviously, right? Let's try to grab one that's going up into that hole so we can see that. There we go. And focus on like that building there. Again, so far back, it really doesn't make a lot of difference. It would be fake, is what it would be. It might look interesting, but it would annoy me by its fakeness, which is why I'm not doing it. But that's like a weird personal thing. I think we have a few too many lights on this guy. This is what I wasn't sure about. Tab A, select random, and X vertices. Cuts it down a lot. That's better. It's the same on this guy here. Select random. That like, let's throw a rim light on it concept art bullshit kind of annoys me, honestly, but it is popular. I can't argue that, but it's just like, let's throw a rim light on it. Fine. Which I'm like, I don't mean to be like, yeah, but no. There are better ways to do that sometimes than slap a rim light on it. This is not feeling like it has enough contrast though. So it is going to need some more light. I wonder, we could brighten this whole scene up a little bit without doing that. Possibly. It's like this thing. And so many small faces now. Yeah, you have, because it's fucking everywhere. Inset, scale, individual origins, scale. There we go. And on normals, down a little bit. Plus, assign, and let's go with a nice, cool emission. And this is going to be crazy looking, I think. It's going to be brighter, I think. Not too much, but what happens if we go? That 500 might be too much, but that's getting interesting now. 100 seems okay. And we got a lot more shape going on now. Let's see what it looks like on our first one. Underlighting, fun. Now brightens that one up too. There's our global fog everywhere. And we can look down into our water, right? Are we seeing it? Should be seeing it. I'm going to turn off our sun, then we'll know for sure. There's our ocean. Try for fog too. Yeah, no, we're definitely punching up on those corners there. It is kind of buried underneath other stuff, which is cool. We wanted it to be, but I do like the idea. So I might even do more of it. Okay, fog back on. We're definitely picking it up this side more than the other one. I think because we're lower to the ground, maybe? No, let's see. No, that one's there. Yeah, they're different. Okay. I think we got too much fog still, which is nuts, but yeah, that is better. Without fog, very dark. With fog. I want to see my scale of my fog. There's our density mapping. Is there a scale option here? Scale. .1. 0.01. That might be better. That changes the scale of that noise driver for it. And so we increased everything by 100 times. That'll take it back to sort of what it was meant to be, as if we were looking at it at a normal human size. Those lights just seem too bright to me now, though. 100. One feels a little dark, though. 250. 250 is not bad. Turn a light back on with the sun, too. That helps. Yeah. It's a strange space. Very matte painting-esque. You probably wouldn't see this shot on its own without having something in the foreground, which I mean we could put in. Where we at? Yeah. Just put something like right here. Mesh cube. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of where's nuke the ceiling. Okay. And let's just move this to. Oh, that one said something. New collection, water. Kill the water and kill the fog, just so it's out of my way. Cube 2, there you are. Okay. Tab 3E. There's no need to do all these, but we did it. Cool. And what's the scale on it? 14 meters. Sure. Sure, that's fine. Let's just grab those three. This one. No. Shift Q. Utility, plate and sets. 5. Shift Q. Dynamic scale. Shift Q. Utility, plate and sets. And that could be interesting. That's a little better. Give us something down there. No, this is inside the Dyson sphere. This is one tiny, 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 tiny section of the Dyson sphere. This is what, 7 kilometers tall, and the Dyson sphere is 10,000 kilometers deep. So it's infinitesimal. Oh, everything. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Then let's put some antennas or something on top of it, right? That'd be cool. Grab Kai's. S10. Cool. So I don't want to tangent with that though. Let's bring it over to like here. And actually, we can just kind of come in here and edit it and E and bring it down to there too. I kind of like it sticking out like that. That's fun. Not that you can see it from this angle, but it's still fun. And then it just a section? Yes, cool. First off, we'll give it a new material of Alien Ruin Blackish, sure. And then plus assign that, and we'll give it a red. Because it's different from anything else we have in there. Because it's just a little bit of a light. Cool. This, we're also going to make link materials, tab A, U, cube projection. Nah, I don't like that one. Let's go with just our flow hard object. Cool. And turn back on our water. Yeah. Turn back on our fog. Yeah. Turn back on our ceiling. Yeah, that helps. Having something in the foreground like that is just a really useful thing compositionally. Just gives you a point of focus and a way to figure out depth a little bit, which is nice. I think we need it there. Probably need it on the other one too. Whether or not we just do this exact same thing or I don't want to do exactly the same thing just because, well, it is exactly the same thing. Come here. And again, turn off fog, turn off ceiling. Shift A, mesh, cube. And scale it up. Bring it in to there. Okay. Good deal. And this time I'm just going to go once. 3 E 400 meters down. Cool. Tab. Cool. And let's just do loop extrude on this one. 1, 2, 3. Cuts. 4. Cool. Depth 5. That's probably too much. Yeah. 1. Cool. Turn off loop from source. Cool. Do we still have, oh, I didn't rescale it, did I? Yeah, let's just get rid of it for now. I want to undo that. Control A, rotation scale, tab. Now let's do it. Loop extrude. 1. Yes, that's better. Okay. 2. Cut. Cool. That's all we should need, I think. Control link. Materials. Cube. Select hierarchy. Control join. Tab A, U. Smart UV. Or just cube project. Sure. Oop. Cool. Again, Turn on the easy fog, turn on our ceiling. Okay, just a simple object right there. Might even be a little high. Let's take it down till it's like that. And we could even put a person on it, and that would definitely set our scale better. Right there. And go grab. I'll just grab this guy. Today he seems fine. Not going to matter. Armature, there he is. Bring him way over to there. There. He's got to come way down. This is the weirdness you get when you start playing with real scales things this big. It just gets very strange. It's hard to maneuver around in. You can see him though, he's there. Need to move him right to the edge though. Yeah, he is tiny. Let's see if we can even see him. We have him in rendered mode. Does he pop up at all? Not super well. We're going to give him a bit more light, I think. Since the whole point to him is to show up a little bit, let's edit this thing here. Inset, inset, E, inset, E. Cool. And then plus assign yellow emission. He still doesn't even show up. He shows up a little better now. Yeah, he's kind of there. He's very subtle. Is that too bright now, though? That feels very bright. Come on. Let's turn this one off. Let's make it, there we go. And we're going to E. Let's try this. That'll pop him out. Well, a little. It's even too. Nope, still don't like it. Okay, come here. Gonna assign them as that. I'm just gonna leave it that way. And great, fine. Do that. Cool. See, that does it. Getting way in the weeds here, but sometimes it's fun. That brings him up a bit. Kind of a subtle little thing, but I kind of dig on that now more. And it comes up right now. Let's move that off. You're going to look that direction, and that's kind of okay. Let's do a little bit more. And assign that, and maybe even see, that's just overkill. He's going to be lit now. Yeah, that's overkill. We don't like that. Okay, and then we'll do what we will maybe do. Come on, grab that sucker. There we go. Let's try this. Those are still huge even, but no, it's fine. We're going to call that. That gives us the light we want for that. Cool. We can even. So we got, let's see, 1, 2. I still think 2 is more effective than 1, but that's all right. Okay. And cameras. 3. Come in here, something like that. Like that, maybe. Let's see. We might put a person here too, but we might not. Scale it. Let's see. It's kind of interesting. I want a little bit of light. We got light, dark, light, dark. Let's just come in here as I think about this anyway. 0, tab, come to that. Okay. So which is the face that we're looking at? We want this face to have and this face to have light on it. So we could either just make them glow, or maybe, I wanted that actually, but it's fine. 3, E, actually, could be kind of neat to do both, yeah. Inset, Alt-E along normals, in, plus assign yellow emission. It's not bright enough yet. We want it to be a different. So separate it and we'll make it 50. Nah, too bright. 25. Cool. Mm-hmm. And then if we're going to do that, got to come to this face here. Give it a little bit more visual interest. Panels. Walk is fine. Cut. Depth of 0.1. 0.1. Square. Radial walk. Oh, they're all separate, aren't they? Undo. Gotta fix this. Tab. Oh, come here. Tab. There we go. Now, yeah, one face. Actually, we're going to do that. Let's just Shift Q, mesh, quad slice. Okay, good. Five, sure. 3, coplanar. Shift Q, panels. There we go. Now this should be okay. Yeah. F9, 0.2, let me get it higher. There we go. And 0.1, okay, and even 0.3. Okay. Can we see those lines? Yeah, we can. Good. That just gives us that sense that there is more detail because most of this is just very implied detail. And we want to put something there to make it worth looking at. Doesn't have to be important, but just has to look interesting. So throw this here, scale it up, some pipage, and move it over. In just a bit, cool. And then just throw a few more things up here. Scale, just doohickeys. They're absolutely meaningless, but it doesn't matter. They just give us interest. And then let's do this piece here. Yeah, it feels like it's got some stuff going on there. We don't know why, but that's fine. Doesn't need to. There's our third camera angle. And yeah, we do one more. Let's see, we've got 2 kind of down low, 1 up high. Could do 1 with a person. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, these shouldn't be in camera. Scene collection. Camera 2. Camera 4. Let's change it now from 35 to like a 200 millimeter lens. Just gonna make everything feel very tight and close together. Actually, even just that's cool. Everything looks good with 200 millimeter lens. It's my personal belief. And honestly, woo, it looks neat, but we're not gonna do that. But that does look neat. Let's come along here and try this. No. Nope, not yet. Still looking for something. We could come back to our dude. Where's our guy? Ooh. Just shows you the scales we're looking at here. It's so big. Focus on his face. Let's see what we got. I am Batman. It's the superhero shot. But I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. Maybe you can go a little closer. Gotta slow down my movement a little bit. This is kind of like, oh, what are we looking at? Him and lights behind him. That's all it's going to be. I'll make it even a bit darker. Do we want to, or do we want to just keep showing the city for our last one? I don't know. I mean, I always like showing my dudes, but decrease our lens. It'll get us a bit more. Just take it to a 50, I suppose. That's not bad. That gives us a bit of both. See? Yeah, we'll do that. There are 4 shots. So we have now created this large ass lake. It's called a lake more than an ocean, but this large lake underneath in our compound. It's all there. There's all kinds of more shots we could make with it. It's just a very open space, but it's pretty impressionistic when you get close. And you see it's just some cubes, some lights on it, some pipes, nothing complicated, but fun to make though. And just look at our 4 compositions. That, kind of the reverse, the up, and the up close. We kind of got, do we have our pipe in all of them? We do. So our pipe, we have that sort of unifying element of that in all of them, which is fun. I think that'll help us too. All right. Well, folks, we're at time. I think we've made something should be fun to get out. Thanks for hanging out with me again today. I will be back again tomorrow. I think tomorrow we might do the shrine. That seems like it could be a fun thing to do. It's an old weird ass tech shrine. That's my current plan anyway. But yeah, I'll get this rendered up, posted up on the socials, and be back again tomorrow. Thanks again, everybody. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it.